Do you still remember the faces that once made you laugh in Only Fools and Horses back in 1981? 4 decades have passed, and many of them have changed so much you wouldn't even recognize them. But the real story is much darker. Some have passed away quietly without anyone noticing. Others are struggling with devastating illness, and a few have unexpectedly become Hollywood A-list stars. Let's take a look back at the then and now journey of this legendary cast. You won't believe the personal tragedies, secret battles, and incredible comebacks that followed the laughter. Sir David Jason as Del Boy Trotter, shock factor. At 85, he's a knight, but a devastating onset accident nearly ended his life, and a bitter loneliness followed 2 failed marriages. David Jason was born in 1940. At 41, he took on the role of Del Boy in 1981 and became the nation's face of comedy with his signature phrase, "Lovely jubbly." When the BBC lights dimmed, Jason entered one of the darkest chapters of his career. A 2004 on-set accident left him with a serious back injury that nearly ended his acting life. The pain lingered for years, along with malicious rumors about abuse of power. Yet, Jason made a powerful comeback as Detective Jack Frost. Even that success couldn't erase the loneliness that followed 2 failed marriages. His final and lasting love with Jill Hinchcliffe helped him find balance. In a surprising turn, he married for the first time at 65 and became a father at 61. Today, at 85, Sir David Jason lives peacefully in Buckinghamshire with an estimated net worth of £15 million. To his fans, he is an enduring symbol of Britain's golden television age. Buster Merryfield as Uncle Albert. The beloved Uncle Albert was consumed by depression and diagnosed with terminal cancer after the death of his wife. Buster Merryfield joined the show at 65 in 1985 as Uncle Albert, the bearded Navy veteran who began every story with, "During the war." Few knew that behind that gentle smile was a man who had endured countless hardships before starting his acting career in his late 50s. When the stage lights faded, Merryfield entered a tragic period. His wife, Nella, passed away from cancer in 1992, leaving an unfillable void. Depression followed and his health declined rapidly. He was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, which doctors said was worsened by long-term emotional strain. He once said, "I'm not afraid of dying. I'm only afraid of not making people laugh anymore." Buster Merryfield passed away on June 23, 1999, aged 78. Every time the line, "During the war," is heard, audiences still feel as though Uncle Albert never truly left. Nicholas Lyndhurst as Rodney Trotter. Rodney's actor, Nicholas Lyndhurst, suffered a painful divorce, then lost his 19-year-old son suddenly and was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Nicholas Lyndhurst portrayed Rodney, the naive younger brother from the age of 20. The incredible chemistry between Lyndhurst and David Jason formed the emotional core of the series. Just when audiences thought he was enjoying the peak of success, Lyndhurst fell into a pit of personal tragedy. He struggled with deep depression following the death of his first child in 1986, which led to a bitter divorce. Yet, fate was still unkind. In 2020, his son Archie suddenly died at 19 from a brain hemorrhage. More recently, he revealed he had inherited Parkinson's disease. Now, at 64, he lives a quiet, private life with his wife Lucy, choosing seclusion over fame. John Challis as Boise. Shock factor. The arrogant car dealer's actor, John Challis, battled cancer for years, driven by decades of heavy drinking and a difficult personal life.
John Challis brought to life Boycie, the arrogant luxury car dealer with that iconic gravelly laugh. Boycie was so popular, he earned a starring role in the spin-off, The Green Green Grass. As Boycie's fame began to fade, Challis faced tragedy. His years of heavy drinking caught up with him, leading to a 5-year battle with bowel cancer. He went through 3 failed marriages before finally finding stability with Carol Davies. Just when he thought he had won, the cancer returned, spreading to his lungs. In his final interview, he declared, "If Boycie dies, I want him to go with a laugh on his face, just like me." John Challis passed away in his sleep on September 19, 2021, at the age of 79.
Roger Lloyd Pack as Trigger. The beloved Trigger fell into heavy drinking to numb the loneliness of divorce before his eventual passing from pancreatic cancer. Roger Lloyd Pack played Trigger, the slow, kind-hearted street sweeper who always called Rodney Dave. His gentle simplicity made audiences laugh. After leaving the show, Lloyd Pack fell into heavy drinking, a way to numb the loneliness that followed his first divorce. His world collapsed when he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2012. Despite this, he kept working until the end, appearing in Harry Potter and The Vicar of Dibley. Burdened by pain and emotional exhaustion, he passed away quietly and privately on January 16, 2014, aged 69. His funeral gathered the entire Only Fools and Horses cast in tears.
Leonard Pierce as Grandad. He battled severe heart problems while filming and passed away alone shortly after being forced to leave the show. Leonard Pierce joined the cast in 1981 as Grandad, the lazy yet deeply warm-hearted grandfather. Pierce turned what seemed like an ordinary character into the soul of the series. As the laughter on set began to fade, Pierce quietly entered a battle with his health. The grueling filming schedule aggravated his heart and blood pressure problems, forcing him into the hospital. He never lived to receive an award, passing away on December 15, 1984, at age 69 following a second heart attack. After decades of work, all he had left was a small flat and lonely memories after his wife passed. The BBC turned Grandad's death into a heartfelt farewell episode, moving millions of viewers to tears.
Kenneth MacDonald as Mike the landlord. Shock factor. The grumpy landlord died instantly from a sudden heart attack while on a family vacation, leaving his wife devastated. Kenneth MacDonald played Mike, the grumpy but lovable landlord of the Nag's Head, the heart of every episode. After the show, the overwhelming workload took a heavy toll. Friends recalled that he almost never rested. Years of accumulated stress combined with a hereditary heart condition left him exhausted. Tragically, during a family vacation in Hawaii in 2001, he suffered a sudden heart attack and died instantly at the age of 50. His net worth was a modest £800,000. The BBC paid tribute by writing Mike's quiet disappearance into the show, as if he had just stepped out of the pub for a moment and would someday return.
Paul Barber as Denzel. The loyal lorry driver faced the collapse of his marriage and deep depression, but a major Hollywood film saved his career. Paul Barber played Denzel, the loyal truck driver constantly tricked by Del Boy. When the laughter became only a memory, his divorce left him in deep depression. He admitted he once didn't get out of bed for weeks. Yet art saved him. His role as Horse in the hit film The Full Monty, 1997, earned him a BAFTA Ensemble Award and reignited his career. Now at 74, Paul Barber remains resilient, living in Essex. He is living proof that even through loss and hardship, determination can keep a man shining forever on screen.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? The faces that once filled our childhoods with laughter have changed so much. Some are gone forever, while others have endured decades of storms, still holding on to their passion for the craft. Which one of their stories surprised you the most? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to discover more surprising stories from behind the scenes.